The Supreme Court has made some big decisions in the past week. Yesterday, the court temporarily restored nationwide access to a widely used abortion pill. And last week, justices made a ruling in a case that could impact the midterm elections. But Justice Neil Gorsuch, he still found some time to have a conversation with our Jan Crawford. They discussed the climate of the court today, the lessons of our past, and his new children's book.
What are the Declaration's three big ideas? That we're all created equal, all of us. That we have rights that are given to us by God, not government, and that we have the right to rule ourselves. And yes, we take those things as given. We take them as the air we breathe, but they're not. And I want kids today to see the challenge they face. The torch is about to pass to their hands. Are they going to carry it, or are they going to drop it? We don't teach the kind of civic virtues that are necessary for a republic to sustain itself.
Do you worry about that?
Sure, I worry about that.
Mm-hmm. More so now than ever?
Well, I try to remind myself that democracies are supposed to be a messy place, that we're supposed to disagree.
Polls show that most Americans have lost faith in their institutions. Does that trouble you?
I think that same thing was true again back in 1776. Only 40% of Americans wanted to declare independence. We're a disagreeable lot. Yeah, that's part of the American culture. That's part of who we are.
What about at the court? I've covered the court a long time, and it does seem more divided now. Do you feel that at the court?
Do we disagree on hard cases? Yes, Jan, we do. You give us the 70 hardest cases in the entire American legal system every year. That's our diet. There are 9 of us, appointed by 5 different presidents over the course of 30 years. Can you get 9 of your best friends to agree on where to go to lunch? So you give us those 70 cases, we're unanimous about 40% of the time. Right. Where lower court judges have
sometimes higher than that.
How does that happen? It happens because we listen to one another. Go around the room, each of us has our say. I've never heard a voice raised in the conference room.
Never?
Never.
You know, the president is constantly taking shots at the court. The other day he said, you're showing very little loyalty to the man who appointed the 3 of you. I mean, does a justice owe a president loyalty?
No. My loyalty is the Constitution and laws of the United States. That's the oath I took. Yeah, there's a reason why our Constitution is set up the way it is, right? Think about it. You've given 9 old people life tenure. But you give them life tenure if you believe their job is only to apply the law fairly without regard to anybody or anything else or politics or any of the noise. And then
just immune from external forces.
Immune from it. Yeah. That's why the Constitution is set up the way it is with respect to judges. And I think it works. And so do I care people say left, right, center about me? Nah.
Justice Gorsuch says what he cares about is the next generation, which inspired him to co-write his children's book, Heroes of 1776, focusing on the everyday people who sacrificed for America's independence. He starts the book with this powerful quote.
You will never know how much it costs the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make good use of it. John Adams.
Why'd you start the book with that quote?
And we wanted to show the kids the kind of courage it takes, not just to realize the Declaration's promises, begin to realize them through the Revolution, but to carry them forward and to realize them in our own times.
What is your goal here in doing this book and sitting down and doing these interviews?
It is to inspire young people to realize what a heritage they have and what a responsibility they have, right? And do I worry, Jan? Yeah, of course I do. You know, and if I worry about anything in the world, I worry about America fulfilling its own promise, right? And we are our own worst enemies. But are these things fixable? Of course they're fixable. Of course they're fixable. Teachers, parents, children, we can do this.
And Jan digs even deeper in this conversation. You can watch an extended interview with Jan Crawford and Justice Gorsuch on our CBS Mornings YouTube channel and our social media.